We're here today to talk about refuge crops and in particularly refuge management and why refuge crops are important for our Bulgard technology. I'm Tom Luff. I'm Regional Business Manager based in Moree, New South Wales. Refuge crops provide a source of susceptible Heliothis to breed with any potential resistant Heliothis that could survive over winter in the Bulgard cotton. The purpose of a refuge is to breed up moths that haven't been exposed to the Bulgard gene and would still potentially, if came in contact with the Bulgard genes while they're feeding, would die. We have 3 different refuge crops available. We have unsprayed pigeon peas, which you can see behind me. The other one is unsprayed conventional cotton, and we also have sprayed cotton. Each different refuge has, different implications to establishment. Particularly pigeon peas. Pigeon peas are a crop that can be difficult to establish. You have to have a good seedbed preparation, use good quality seed with good vigour. It's really important. Our minimum stand for a refuge is 4 plants a metre. In general, cotton is a little bit more robust at coming out of the ground. The lessons you learn with your Bulgard cotton can be carried through to your refuge. Some factors to keep in mind when you're growing dryland cotton. Your refuge, be it dryland pigeon peas or conventional cotton, must be planted before you plant your Bulgard cotton. The reason that is that obviously in dryland situations, moisture can get away on us, and as that moisture dries back, we don't have an opportunity to make sure that refuge can get established. Another thing to think about with dryland cotton is that your refuge must be in the same configuration as your Bulgard. For example, if you're going to grow double skip Bulgard cotton, obviously you have to grow double skip refuge cotton as well. There are a number of different registered products in pigeon pea crops to control an array of weeds. The key weeds to think about controlling are your broadleaf weeds. Obviously we do have some wonderful control of grass weeds in our pigeon pea system, but we might need to plan ahead and put some residuals down to control our broadleaf weeds. What we're looking for though is a fresh, actively growing plant, that the top leaves are cool and that we do have flowers emerging and something that is going to be comparable to the Bulgard. In dryland, it's really horses for courses. Your dryland cotton, as long as it's planted into the similar stubble, similar moisture profile at the start of the season, generally your refuge will have less of a boll load and should look fresher. When it comes to end of season management, there's a couple of things you need to think about with your refuge. Your refuge isn't allowed to get mulched until you've mulched your Bulgard. One thing to keep in mind is that you're not required to pupae bust your refuge. An important consideration with your refuges is around defoliation timing. So part of the requirement is that you're not allowed to defoliate your refuge at least to the same time you've defoliated your Bulgard. It's vital that growers like yourselves do everything possible to maintain a healthy refuge, get a good establishment, manage your crops for weeds throughout the season and maintain a healthy, attractively growing crop. If we do that, we'll have the Bulgard technology for many years to come.